Amazing news! At Titans Debate League is now looking for interns. We are expanding our team and seeking driven individuals who are ready to make an impact. We're on the hunt for talented people to join our marketing team, a charismatic new host, and creative minds who can produce amazing content. If you have a positive attitude and are used to winning, because that's what we do here, then we want to hear from you. Join us and contribute to a culture of excellence and success here at Titans Debate League. Email us today, titansdebateleague@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Where Infinity Gauntlet is a mere toy compared to the intellectual prowess build and destroy the cipher. Intellectual sword to slice you, or whatever device you recommend. Surgical precise pen, hand get heated, the room will spin. If man get treated, them goals gon' spin. Level heads with feet, paradigm the box shoot in. Got a pair of red dimes in the box shoot in. Don't matter paradigms, your clock won't spin. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we're stopping. It's the clash of the tigers. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we storming. It's the clash of the titans. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we storming. It's the clash of the titans. It's the clash of the titans.
Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. Morning light still shining through. Another day unfolding new. Take the rhythm of the morning as you go through the fast lanes and the highs and lows. Lot of noise in the world outside, but keep your balance while the tides all rise. Coffee cups and conversations fade, but the thoughts we shared are meant to stay. Every headline got another side, so move with wisdom as the hours fly. Take your peace where you can find it. Don't let the chaos come define it. Breathe deep, stay grounded. Keep your eyes open wide. Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. Starting the day with clarity. Stay thoughtful, stay kind. Keep that fire inside your mind. Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. We'll meet again with the sunrise scene. Till tomorrow, move wisely and let the day unfold softly. From Oklahoma roads to Ohio lights, everybody searching for a clearer sight. Different voices, different ways, still trying to make sense of these modern days. Some people rush, some people slow, some people still got healing to grow. But every morning brings a chance to think a little deeper while we still can. No fear, no panic, no drowning in the noise. Just one more morning, one more choice. Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. Take a little calm with your reality. Stay grounded, stay true. Let the day make room for you. Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. We'll see you when the dawn breaks free. Till tomorrow, stay bright and keep your coffee warm tonight.
Good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Coffee Cup. The homie Oli. I don't see nobody in the chat right now, so I think just for one more time, we need to run that song. Give everybody time to settle in and get their cups of coffee warm. Because it ain't nothing like a warm cup of coffee early in the morning.
Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E.
Go get your coffee, man. Come back, sit down, have a seat. I'll talk about Oklahoma, national news, and worldwide news.
Morning light still shining. Another day unfolding. Take the rhythm of the morning as you go through the fast lanes and the highs and lows. Lot of noise in the world outside, but keep your balance while the tides all rise. Coffee cups and conversations fade, but the thoughts we shared are meant to stay. Every headline got another side, so move with wisdom as the hours fly. Take your peace where you can find it. Don't let the chaos come define it. Breathe deep, stay grounded. Keep your eyes open wide. Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. Starting the day with clarity. Stay thoughtful, stay kind. Keep that fire inside your mind. Morning coffee with the homie O-L-E. We'll meet again with the sunrise scene. Till tomorrow, move wisely and let the day unfold softly. From Oklahoma roads to Ohio lights, everybody searching for a clearer sight. Different voices, different ways, still trying to make sense of these modern days. Some people rush, some people slow, some people still got healing to grow. But every morning brings a chance to think a little deeper while we still can. No fear, no panic, no drowning in the noise. Just one more morning, one more choice. Morning coffee with the homie O-O-L-E. Take a little calm with your reality. Stay grounded, stay true. Let the day make room for you. Morning coffee with the homie O-O-L-E. We'll see you when the dawn breaks free. Till tomorrow, stay bright and keep your coffee warm tonight. Morning coffee on an O-L-E. See you in the morning.
Shout out OTK in the building. Yeah, that song is fire, man. I'll be coming up with some track. It's gonna be a good day today. OTK, if you want to come up, man, so you tell us something that's going on where you at. You know we gonna love it. Because you know what it is, who it is, what it is, where we is. It's your boy Oli. We at the Titans Debate League, Coliseum. And it's that morning coffee cup, man, with your boy Oli. Just to sit down and have it. Shout out to my man's A1. Shout out to Coliseum. Shout out to all my Titans fighting to become enlightened, and everybody else that's doing the same thing. You know, we pushing forward. This is my show that I got in the mornings when I have to do other things at night. You know, even the owl gotta pay bills, man. So I got to drop all my stuff off at drop boxes at night. And I try to touch back in with y'all in the morning. Grab your coffee, man. I hope y'all got y'all coffee good. This is an interactive show. I did put the StreamYard in if anybody want to come up and talk about some of the things that's going on in they parts of the nation, whether good, bad, or inspiring. Because for sure, we got a whole lot going on. Of course, I'm in Oklahoma right now. The weather is humid. It's kind of cloudy outside, possible storms. I think the high today will be 81 with a chance of scattered thunderstorms. And those thunderstorms will be today and tomorrow, leading in to the day. I don't know how the weather going nationwide. If anybody want to come up and tell how it's going. But me, you know what I've been doing, man. I just been sitting back in Oklahoma trying to find some things to talk about. And I got a few topics I want to talk about what's going on in Oklahoma. Let me pull this up for y'all real quick. Oh, we don't want to be that big. Yeah, man, there's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in the state, a lot going on in the nation. Why I got my man's Oli so big? Sorry, you know, we still learning how to get this going. That shouldn't be there. That should be like that. And that should be right here because it's Thursday, man. June 18th. Shout out to anybody got a birthday today. Shout out to anybody traveling this week for the big Juneteenth celebrations around the nation. And remember, man, just be safe when you're on them roads, people finishing out their days. It's real big to be safe where you at, man. But today I want to talk about this first. What's going on in Oklahoma? Some of the news. See, we got the big topic today gonna be Josh Hokett, Michelle Obama, free speech, public claims. And that's what we'll talk about last. So while you're getting your coffee ready, man, open up your minds, go step outside, ground yourself real quick. Put your phone in your hand while you listen to a little bit of Oli. And let's talk about what's going on in Oklahoma right now, man. Let's see if I can't share my screen. It's taking a second to pop up there for you. How everybody doing this morning, man? Hope everybody got a good, nice rest. You know I got my coffee cup. Just in case you think I'm lying, I better pop it up with you. You know, we with you this morning, man. Nah. Ain't nothing like a good cup of coffee while you're getting your day going. But this is it right there. Oklahoma AG sues to stop construction of Trump-endorsed aluminum smelter in Enola. Enola, Oklahoma is a small town in Oklahoma. Let's read some of this. Attorney General Ginter Drummond listens to Governor Kevin Stitt deliver the State of State address on February 2nd, 2026. That follows by Kyle Phillips for Oklahoma Voice. And this, where this is from, Oklahoma Voice, it's part of the state's newsroom. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma Attorney General Ginter Drummond on Tuesday filed a lawsuit seeking to prevent the largest aluminum smelter in the country from being built in Enola. The Enola aluminum smelter, dubbed Oklahoma Primary Aluminum, is expected to double the United States aluminum production and has been a major priority for President Donald Trump. Oklahoma officials, including the governor and the leaders of the House and Senate, have also thrown their support behind the project. German said he's concerned that the majority ownership of the project is foreign. The smelter will severely pollute Enola and northwestern Oklahoma communities, he said. The Enola smelting facility will receive aluminum, which has already been extracted from ore in a separate refining process out of state and convert to aluminum. While 40% of the Oklahoma Primary Aluminum Smelter Project is owned by the lawsuit's defendant, Century Aluminum Company based in Chicago, the rest is owned by Emirates Gold Aluminum, which is based in none other than Dubai. Drummond says in this instance, 60% is owned by a Muslim monarchy 7,000 miles away. And I have concern about the enforcement of the water, air, land rights of Oklahoma, Drummond said at the press conference Tuesday. Millions of public dollars have been directed toward the project, according to the petition, including a $5 million federal grant to underwrite construction costs, a $255 million incentive package from Oklahoma, including tax credits and property exemptions, and the creation of a tax increment financing district by the city of Enola. Free. The petition filed in Rogers County District Court argues the smelter will be a public nuisance and create intense air and water pollution for northeastern Oklahoma. Drummond is seeking a permanent injunction to halt construction of the smelter and prevent potential pollution and nuisance. Shout out Drummond. Shout out Attorney General Drummond, man. Oklahoma, standing up for the people, because we know that. Drummond said agricultural production, which is real big in Oklahoma, well, I'll give my thoughts later, like cattle operations, will be put to risk, and the site of the smelter is mere miles from homes, farms, and schools in Enola. It is set to occupy 350 acres in Enola along the Verdigris River and expected to produce over 750,000 tons of aluminum annually, according to the petition. Open quote, of course, this is General Drummond, says the harm defendants threatened. Wait, let me start that over. Sorry about that. The harm defendants threaten is the kind that cannot be undone with money once it arrives, the petition reads. Air once fouled cannot be recalled. Groundwater once contaminated cannot be run clean. Pasture once laden with fluoride cannot be made safe for the herds that graze it. A cattle operation once destroyed and the livestock industry it feeds cannot be conjured back. And a child's lungs once injured cannot be made whole by a damages award. The injury is imminent. It is a grave. It is irreparable. Shout out Attorney General Drummond. A statement from the Oklahoma Primary Aluminum said the smelter project will follow state and federal environmental regulations, guidelines, and reviews. The facility will use real-time emissions monitoring, enclosed material handling, and specific environmental safeguards, all designed to protect workers, neighbors, farms, and wildlife. Okay, they say they got, backed by decades of operating experience, EGA, the facility's operator, is committed to responsible, transparent operations. EGA must be environmental regulations, maybe. I know the E probably stands for environmental. Sorry, I don't know what the EGA stands for, guys, but I'm sure it's some type of entity that governs the, or helps place the rules in place. The Enola project is bringing thousands of jobs to the state. That could be good. We need jobs everywhere we go, according to the Oklahoma Primary Aluminum Statement. Governor Kevin Stitt quickly fired back at Drummond. So Kevin Stitt, you know, he backing Trump. Stitt said Tuesday that accused Attorney General of only pushing back against the smelter after Trump backed another Republican gubernatorial. Mike Mazzei. Drummond is also a Republican candidate for governor. They're both running for governor. They're trying to take Kevin Stitt's spot. Okay. As soon as President Trump made his endorsement in the governor's race, Drummond dropped the act and showed his true colors. He said, now he's turning his machine against one of President Trump's top priorities, once again weaponizing his office to settle scores instead of serving Oklahomans. Stitt said the smelter will grow Oklahoma's economy and strengthen the country's supply chain. He helped to announce the Enola smelter last year and is throwing his support behind the project. Drummond said Tuesday the lawsuit has nothing to do with any type of endorsement, but said he's the best gubernatorial candidate to continue this case next year. This is why you need to elect me governor, he said during the press conference, because I'll take this case from attorney general and transfer it into the governor's office because other elected officials will not have my appetite for the risk and challenge. The White House said Tuesday that the lawsuit was unrelated to the administration and directed questions to related parties. Who is that? That's Abdullah Nassar bin Kalbain, Chief Executive Officer of the Emirates Global Aluminum, left and Governor Kevin Stitt to the right signed a memorandum of understanding on April 21st, 2025. That was last year. So this is one of the things we're talking about in Oklahoma right now. Attorney General is suing to get that out of the way. Now, there's a lot of money to be made, a lot of jobs. And then there's also the harms that can be done to different parts of the economic value of Oklahoma, especially when it comes to farming, period. Whether it's the fields or the animals that we have on these farms, the kids. Oklahoma is an outside state. People like to go outside a lot. It's kind of changing for the kids, but we still make them go outside. Oklahoma, outside state, is beautiful in Oklahoma when the weather ain't weathering outside. It says 40% of the Oklahoma Smelters project is owned by the defendant, a company in Chicago, but the other 60% is out of the country. Now, do you think that those people will care about the people living in Oklahoma or the farms they have to make monies for their families? They're 7,000 miles away. Long as the money's coming, of course, they're going to be there for the money. But do they really care? Have they ever stepped foot in Oklahoma to smell the air, to see the damage that they could do if, and only if, I must say that, something happened? But what about that 60% that's going 7,000 miles away? Could there be investors in the United States that could be getting this? Could there be think tanks anywhere that could receive this money and make a project that's $5 million that they gave? And that was for construction. Where is these people going to be coming from? Of course, probably it's going to be a lot of work being done by the citizens of America, but we know how that goes. It's going to be the big companies from elsewhere. Most of them might not even be in Oklahoma unless we can get them contracts. Maybe Governor Stitt and them wrote it in there that most of the contracts will go to the Oklahoma citizens. Rogers County, that's where it's going. Are they going to get jobs from there? No, they're going to, I don't know. Let me see what the chat got talking about, man. Is the chat in here? What the chat saying, man?
Attention all debate fans. You've been watching, you've been arguing, you've been picking sides. But now it's time to level up. From this point forward, all debates on this platform are going members only. That means the hottest clashes, the wildest arguments, and your favorite personalities going head to head will only be available to subscribers. You want real scholarship, you want the smoke, you want the unfiltered action, then don't get left outside looking in. Sign up today for as low as $3.99 and get full access to every debate, every moment, every knockout argument. This is Titans Debate League, where legends are made and debates get real. Join now or miss out.
What up, what up, what up with everybody out there? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Humble Mystic. I'm on my phone right now. That's why y'all see me under a new little name. But it's Humble Mystic in the building. What's up? What's up with it?
What's going down, Humble? Glad you came up to join me this morning. What you got going down? I know you're over there in Baltimore.
I'm actually just getting up, getting myself together for real, for real. I seen you live. I was like, oh, I gotta come up here with my brody. Let me see what he talking about.
Yeah, man. I was just, you know me.
Find my charger and stuff.
All right. Can you do me a favor real quick? Can you at least look out the window and tell us what the weather looking like in Baltimore?
Gloomy right now. Yeah, that shit look gloomy and shit.
It
look like it's about to rain.
Is it humid down there? Because it's hot and humid down here. I was telling you, it's cloudy down here too, hot and humid. Might be a system going on. You know how it get these days in the summer months.
It don't reach no hotter than like 50. Not 50, I'm saying 90. I meant to say it don't reach no hotter than 90 in Baltimore. Sometimes we get like flash heat warnings, so it reached like 90, 95, 97. That's probably the hottest it gets.
That's right. Got my man's or got Smashing Idol in the building. Say, are you not entertained? Peace, Titan. Peace. Man, peace to everybody in the chat. Yeah, man, I was just talking about, I don't know if you caught my little short about what's going on in Oklahoma. You know, it's more than that going on. A lot of things. The first thing I talked about was my about how the attorney general down here is suing this company. The company is owned 40% by a company in Chicago. The other 60% is by the United by a company in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. And the attorney general down here in Oklahoma, he a Republican candidate. Trump backed another Republican candidate, so he taking Trump to court over that. Said he gonna bring it into the governor's office, so everybody might as well vote for him, which that's gonna get him a few votes. But I can almost guarantee you he just wants them votes from the people who are against that, and then I guarantee you they still get that aluminum company going. But that's just my opinion. Of course, you know we don't state no absolutes.
You said this guy from Dubai?
Yeah. 60% of the owners is in Dubai. So, you know, it's a aluminum smelting company to help enrich aluminum to a different degree. When they get it, it's already enriched. But they about to build the facilities and stuff, and they citing pollution concerns and health issues, air issues and stuff. And that's the first thing I talked about down here. And the next thing I was about to talk about was let me see if I can't find it. It's another thing going on.
Neil deGrasse Tyson made a great claim, and he was talking about Elon Musk, and he said, if we have the power to terraform Mars into Earth, then we have the power to terraform Earth back into Earth. And that's what I feel. I feel like with all of these pollution crises, water, the water, mutilation to fix the shit,
You cut
they
out.
weren't about outer space.
You cut out for a
Oh,
minute.
my bad, my
Can you,
bad. Can you hear me now?
yeah. Can you go start him?
Got it.
But you and I. Yeah, you can start him over if you could, please.
Yeah, as I was saying, the interesting thing that Neil deGrasse Tyson said was if we have the technology to terraform another planet into Earth, then we have the technology to terraform Earth back into Earth. And that's the thing with all of this pollution and this environmental crisis that's going on. The people that actually have the technology to help these things, they're worried about outer space instead of worrying about their own planet. And I think that is a hindrance on our civilization. Granted, I'm not saying we shouldn't worry about space exploration, but we should be 10 times more worried about how to keep this planet inhabitable as long as we can before we try to take this technology and just ship it off to another planet and say, okay, let's terraform this into another planet. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I was going with that.
I feel you, and I definitely agree with you too, Humble. Stating it like you just stated it. If we do explore Earth, if we do explore space, I think people better understand that this is the hub of life. So if we keep our hub of life plentiful, there will always be life to go out there to the stars so when we are able to terraform those, we know that this is the hub that everybody is going out to explore and even start new lives, but to answer back to, like, this is the hub where everything starts at, and this is where it should be ending when they do get there, to send word back about what's going on. Is it terraform? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you. We got to get this terraformed first, not just the planet, but within the planet, the inhabitants. We got to terraform our minds. Maybe that's
important. Terraforming our minds.
Maybe
because
that's
what
you're talking about.
Important thing is we feel like, just like I was just saying, the people with all the technology are the ones that I feel like should be really making a push towards helping our environment. However, we as individuals, right? This is for everybody on the planet. We as individuals should also hold that frame of mind that we are a part of this planet, and we have our individual duties as well. My brother Chocolate in my family, the Soul Tribe, he got this saying: don't let what you can't do stop you from what you can do. And so when we take that aspect into helping, do our part on this planet, then maybe you can't help freshen the waters, but maybe you can stop a little pollution in the air. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you can keep the streets clean. Maybe you can plant some trees, and maybe you can do your part. Like, everybody don't have to be doing the same thing
Maybe
to
you can
contribute to the health of the planet. We can all do different things. You see what I'm saying? I think that's the part. We get caught up in waiting for somebody else to do something that we fail to realize that we are somebody.
right. And that's a big thing. We got to understand, and that's why, in my view, I just call for accountability. And that's what you're talking about. That's what it's accountability within existence. Just like the trees grow up and just provide the mechanism they provide to give us that oxygen.
Yes.
To provide that oxygen, we should be providing better environments and putting more trees if we can, spreading their seeds to places. Not saying not, you know what I'm saying, but it's a quality of life that we can make better. Just like you say, terraforming. Well, if we're gonna terraform, then we need to be terraforming places to put more trees and things in here. We can have better living conditions and breathing conditions. We have to start having new questions to answer. We have to start.
It's so interesting, bro. We don't even need the technology for real. to actually help the planet. We just really have to understand how the planet utilizes itself. Do you know the planet literally have organisms on it? What's the one thing that's polluting our air right now? Carbon, CO2. The planet literally have organisms on it that eats carbon and turn that
transforms it
into not only trees. And the reason I brought that up really fast, brother, I'm gonna land my plane right here. Not only trees do that. Sea cucumbers, sea urchins, Mars. There's a lot of organisms on this planet that take damaged air, so to speak. That's all carbon is. It's damaged air. Damaged air and cycle it into fresh oxygen
for us, and it's their waste. It's the, and that's what I say, like when we get the total look at existence and the persistence that things seem to do and the way that things recycle. We know about recycling, like they having a problem with water right now for different endeavors that humans are coming to that are coming into existence that we can try to answer because of the technology and the way that information is spread. Not just that, just the way that people can think. In my research, I figured out that when there's enough time for nobody to have to worry about war and looking over their shoulder and dying, people are able to think and you know what I'm saying, have ideas. And so when we have, my bad, I'm gonna let him real quick. When we have those ideas, that's what you're talking about, like the terraforming, looking at old ideas and bringing them back to see if, you know what I'm saying, and reorganizing it, using it, and that's kind of what I've done with my view, because that's what I understand too. And once we start looking at the mechanism that we have, and like there's no reason we should worry about water. Why? Because if they need water for some type of AIs or something, and then we should find places that provide a lot of water naturally, that's raining all the time, and set those things up there to form that and cleanse that water. You know what I'm saying? And then the ideas you talking about, we have to start coming up with these ideas, writing the blueprints for them, putting them in, shopping them, and getting it out there while we can, because it's an open market.
Something important. War. If you ever look back in history, the one thing you notice is anytime two groups of people go to war, technological advancement stops. Every time. Civil War, the Cold War, even if we look at the history of America, anytime we see war in America, the technological advancement stop.
Yes.
And they only start.
You cut out on they only start. You cut out.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna look for my charger, hook my laptop up, and I'm coming right back on the panel. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Got you. Smash that like button, man. Share. We're just talking about some of the things going on in the world today, man, and how we can make it better. New ideas, new thoughts. I was talking about earlier about aluminum smelting company coming in Oklahoma, and how our attorney general was pushing back on the Trump administration, because the Trump administration is pushing for it. The owners aren't even in America. But just now we was talking about the terraforming or re-terraforming of the earth to make it better, luscious, and plentiful, as well as terraforming our minds. My man's OTK to the stage. OTK, what's going down, my mess? I'm glad.
What's going on with your fam? Let me make sure my mic's straight. Mic check 1 2. You can hear me, bro?
Yep. Hear you loud and clear, man. I'm doing good this morning, man. Having my coffee. What you got going down?
Man, morning coffee to you too. Nah, I see you talking about something that I was having a conversation with someone with the other day about the aluminum. It's crazy that the same company that's over there in Oklahoma named Century took over JW Aluminum right here in Goose Creek. They're called Century Aluminum now. In fact, some of the backers, sponsors to our Goose Creek AAU track team. Yep, that's crazy. And they had a big lawsuit around here about the unclean and the pollution of the air. So they were supposed to convert. That was the whole thing of them switching from JW Aluminum to Century Aluminum, because they were supposed to convert into a cleaner aluminum space.
Okay. Now, so have how long has that aluminum company been down there?
Man, it's been here over 30-40 years.
And what did it do? Have y'all had any problems with them?
Yeah, like I said, they had problems with them. They just kicked out on a lawsuit, if I'm not mistaken, because of the pollution and shit. That's why I say, because of that lawsuit, they converted over to, supposedly they were supposed to convert over to cleaner aluminum manufacturing. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole thing of them changing their name from JW Aluminum to Century Aluminum. But now that you brought this story up in Oklahoma, the same Century Aluminum, and your governor saying pollution. One of them saying like they gonna pollute the air, so that's why it was shocking to me.
So that just means they got some evidence then from down there. Where you at? Where
I'm in Goose Creek, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm next to Charleston.
Oh yeah, you did say that. That's right. What the weather looking like down there right now for everybody? They tuning in.
Oh man, we good about an 87. Man, it's been that weather that you get now in Oklahoma. We had that for the last 3 days.
Man, it's muggy.
With pop-up showers, all that. Yeah, we had that for the last 3 days.
Oh yeah, man.
Look like it's gone now, though. But
seems like, but did it get hotter after it left? Because this lady, did it bring the heat behind it?
Well, actually, it killed the heat, because right before we had all those thunderstorms, bro, it was like 98, 99, 97, 106. Yeah. Like Saturday, it was like 106. Yeah. That El Nino season is off the chain, bro.
Yeah, it's coming. I think it's already some flooding. That I was going to talk about that a little bit when I was talking about the national news. I think it's some flooding in some places already, ain't it?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. Humble, you wanted to finish that thought you was on before you left, man?
Yeah, I was basically just saying that I feel like that we could, when it come to this terraforming the earth back in the earth, we should, there's most definitely alternative opportunities. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be so quick to be looking to invest in other planets just yet. Like, we still have the resources to better this planet. You see what I'm saying? And keep this planet doing what it do. So that's my only thing on that topic.
Yeah. Like I said, I agree with you. Shout out my man Jay Snake in the building. This been peaceful and full of decorum lately, live, man. Everybody always had it in them. We just I think we had the wrong idea about what we was doing, but we ready now, man. A1 had to put it on. Shout out A1, the unbiased host, always getting things accomplished like he should. Humble with the name from the jump.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to be humble, man, and figure out when you disagree. You just disagree. Shouldn't be no problems. Man's OTK in the building. I love it when he come and join. But he was talking about that aluminum company. He said that aluminum company. I don't know if you heard the aluminum company that's bought up the space down here. He said the ones that brought it up down here then turned around and bought up the aluminum refining company in South Carolina. So
that's what they do, man. That's I was just watching a show, the other night. It's called "The Men Who Built America," and I was just looking just to see. Of course, they talked about the big names, the John D. Rockefellers, the Carnegies, and things of that nature, and understanding that resources have been a huge part of this country since the beginning of this country. You see what I'm saying? So when you see people buying up steel mills and copper factories and aluminum factories, that's because they want to control the resources.
Right. And I think that was part of the problem that Trump was trying to solve in his own way when the steel and strong metals industry moved overseas, and then we had to turn around and resource our steel and metals back across the water when we already had it here. It was kind of like a problem.
So for all of that, and here's something else I be wanting people to understand. If I'm gonna give an analogy, picture a job. We all know how a job function. You got your boss, your managers, and your crew workers. The United States of America is a manager. It's not the boss. It don't make no big decisions. That's Europe.
Right.
Britain and England, to be specific. They make all of the big decisions, the imports, the export, the expos, the what we get. That's what they do. America is just the manager. We just got the responsibility to outsource stuff to the crew members.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But all of the commands and all of the even and this is why when people talk about the president, they say, oh well, he take his orders from the House of Representatives. No, he don't. He take his house from Britain and England. That's because that's where they all take their orders from. This is not an end, and that's the lie. That, you know what? I'm gonna do something on that. That just came to me. That's the lie about this country. This is an independent nation. No, it's not.
Yeah, I would love to hear your bill on that. I would love to hear your bill on that because that was the whole thing of 1776, bro. For them to break away from England and Britain.
Mm-hmm.
They had bad war here. That was supposed to be my father's thing. That was Independence Day.
Yeah, you was breaking up for a minute, OTK.
Damn, I don't know why I'd always do that. But yeah,
now
I thought that was
clear.
1776 was the main thing of them breaking away from England and Britain. If I'm not mistaken, bro, that's when they broke away from them. They don't answer to England and Britain no more. England and Britain answer to the United States, if anything. Once we became the most powerful nation with that military, bro, we changed everything. We are an independent nation over here.
You know, we lost that war, right?
Lost what war?
That war you talking about in 1776. America didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the lies. That's one of the lies of America is that we're independent. We lost that war. We didn't win that war. America didn't win that war.
That's a good debate
yes, we
topic
did,
right
bro.
there. That's a good debate
America
topic right there.
That war.
That'll bring a lot of information. We might need to talk about that.
That'll be a good conversation. That'll be a good conversation. That's why I say I would love to hear your build on that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good conversation. Fire,
once you put your bill, we can discuss that. That's real good right there.
Oh yeah.
And remember today, y'all see the banner up there. We do have a guest coming, Mr. Ron Burkins, talking about is consciousness fundamental. That's a one of those overlapping topics that we're gonna try to finish off today. He had a nice understanding, and we're gonna introduce ourselves to Dr. Burkins or Ronald Burkins. I said doctor. I don't know if he's a doctor yet, but we're gonna find out. And have a nice show later on today. Get some more minds out, but that might be the switch up topic right there, homie. After we finish this today, because that's real good. I know it's gonna be a lot of views about who won the war. It really comes to the treaties that were signed, right? And who benefiting after them treaties.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Only treaties that exist are treaties with other nations, other countries. You know what I'm saying? Treaties within the United States never fulfilled those treaties that they provided
You
with
Borg,
American.
damn, you Borging out again. OTK, we didn't get none of that good
My fault,
information.
bro.
No, there you go.
My fault. You hear me now?
Yeah.
I say, yeah, all the treaties that you will find that substantially that's still being honored are treaties with other nations, other countries. Any treaty that the so-called American or the English or the British or whatever made with the American Indian, they never withheld. They didn't with it. They didn't do none of those. None of those ever was they, I mean, they stood in power for a little while, but then they never was like into permanent things like how a treaty supposed to be.
Right. And that'll be
Like
something. That's
Andrew
why
Jackson, yeah, he threw out
that's
everything, all those. Go ahead.
right. See, and that's what that'll lead to. That's what that conversation will lead to. That's gonna be a powerful bill right there, humble. I can't wait to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Put that together real quick. Cause I know my man's
Oh,
OTK
yeah.
gonna come with some of that good native history. Yeah, I will too, you know. And everybody got their own view on that. But y'all got anything interesting going on in y'all states that y'all might want to talk about? I got another topic, you know, just now in Oklahoma. Child marriage ban becomes law. Says Oklahoma is now the 17th state to ban child marriage. The law, just the 17th state. The law now requires anyone getting married to be at least 18 with no exceptions. That takes effect November 1st. That's another one I wanted to talk about. But do y'all got anything interesting? I know everybody always got something interesting going on within the government or within the state. Y'all got anything interesting going on over there?
Don't want to ask me because I live in a state of nothing but scammers, robbers, thieves, and murderers. You
All
hear
the
me?
way up to the government, huh?
From the politicians to the chairmen to the school system, all these niggas a piece of crap. You hear me? For real, yo. Whenever you got a mayor, go. Yo, we had some crazy mayors, but whenever you get a mayor that steals gift cards for Christmas, like, what's up with you, bro? You got impeached for stealing gift cards. You're the mayor. What do you need to steal gift cards for? O'Malley for, for messing with children, and you know, listen, we had some crazy people in our seats.
See, and
And
that's
we
why
just
y'all.
keep putting new crazy people in there, like, and it's like the next person just get like the person right now, like I don't even keep up with it right now. That's why I don't even keep up with it. I'm sure they on some shiesty stuff too. The person that's in there now, I'm sure they are.
Sure they are. That's why your movement is so important, not just to
Mm-hmm.
the your immediate family, but to the community, all the way to the state and all the way national. Because we needed to expand. You know what I'm saying? It's like we be talking about sound, that echo goes from that spot and it echoes for a long time. You think that the echo of what you said or what you did done stopped, and it just keep on reverberating all the way through the minds and hearts of the individuals that's within existence. And I definitely stick to that view.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a real big thing, man. Because what are the citizens supposed to do? And they tell us to stand up, but we've seen what happened when people stand up, make you not even want to stand up in that way, in the way that you know it's supposed to work. The people that stood up in that way and it still haven't worked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
So it's
So
just
with that being said, Ali, do you think that uh when it comes down to this, so you think we need to get in the same that be with us, like as far as this politician world, but we need to start locally because that's where you will see the effect of the environment of your community is like getting
yeah,
the right people in the chair.
you was borging out, but I understand what y'all said. I could understand parts of what you said. And I believe for those who didn't hear, he was asking, is that do I believe that it has to start small as it echoes? Yeah, I do. I believe you started even in your home. You try to get your kids, and you find people like think about one of those fathers who got a good athlete. He was an athlete. His kids athlete. He puts together um, little league teams and for the young kids to learn. And of course, those things also have a type of togetherness, teamwork, and stuff. But they all work together, and then this team gets older, and they play in middle school, and then they play together in high school. They go off to college. They might go to the same school. They might not. We might stop there. But it just reverberates. One of them end up going to the pros, and the name and the school and his story is still reverberating through there. So we do that same thing. If I take that aspect when I look at my kids, because my kids they don't have the they're competitive, but they don't have the same competitive edge that I had, because my competitive edge was sports. Well, sports, it's limits. I didn't understand the limits of me being small, and that I might have shouldn't even been wasting my time with sports. But it was the competitiveness that I learned in that. Now it's the type of aggression that comes with that type of competitiveness, especially being a small person. When I see that my kids like running and stuff, like my daughter, she's a cheerleader now. She tried out for basketball, but then she just didn't want to play basketball anymore. I understood it was the running and stuff, but now she see that the cheerleaders still have to run and stuff too, like it's summer camp and stuff. And so she understands now that it don't matter where you at, you might still have to do those same things. But that's gonna reverberate once she gets find people that I see she liking it, um, going to school with kids and stuff. I'm trying to talk to their parents to see if, hey, what are your kids? What do you think your kid gonna want to do? What do they got interest in? Send them to school in the same places. Now my daughter grow up and say she a lawyer. She's the lawyer not just for her now, but for the family. She's the lawyer for the kids she went to school with, their parents. This kid is a dentist. Now my daughter is taking her kids to that dentist day, and it's like a community. It just reverberates out. We can do the same thing with that, with the intellectual people that we have and the kids that we have. You get them all together, and they think tanks, and they like the way that Humble's daughter liked the way he was moving within the community. So that's what she want to do. She want to push that idea for the community. She don't do sports and none of that. She pushed that. Well, there's places we can go to get those ideas out there, really, especially when you got a team. And we just keep putting them in those places, like you said. And it goes from right there in Baltimore, in the city that he in, to the state. It goes from the state all the way to the federal. And once we get them in them seats, and then we moving them all into the justices and the judges of the nation and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we're still gonna be the same people, but it ain't like no takeover. We just took the right steps to get there, and then our voices can be heard literally through the place that it ain't supposed to be heard from. And of course, it's gonna always gonna be pushback and people coming, but you know what I'm saying? At least we in there and voices are really being heard, and that's just what I believe. My view, should I say?
I agree. So you had heard the question. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. I heard the first part of it, and then it started kind of like Borgen, but I got the basic of what you were saying. What you think about that, Humble? You believe in the reverberation of the single event that people might take to start their process off, and just
Oh
reverberate on
yeah,
through?
it just takes the right motivation, it takes the right inspiration, and it takes the right time and the right place. Right, I could use myself for an example. Um, I've been pervy to sit around some great people while not really being in that higher or positions, but just great moral people, right? That when I grew up, I was like, you know what? I wanna be just like them when I grow up. I wanna, lean back and teach my community as well. I wanna be a stand up man, just like this person was. You see what I'm saying? So the events we play out in our lives we always have to be careful in what we do because people are watching. And we never know who child we're influencing. We never know whose sister, looking up to us, or whose brother or son or nephew, or who looking up to us, right? So whenever you're out here and you doing what you do, you living life, is always just be careful because you never know who's watching. Everything you do influence somebody else, whether you know it or not. That's just how life works.
What you did you
Man,
what about
so
you,
you
OTK?
know
You
me.
you didn't you didn't really expound on. I know what you, I think
Yeah,
I'm
man. I totally believe in that. I, is because I personally experienced in my community. So, where I'm from, we don't have a mayor. All right, we got a place called the City of Goose Creek, and then there's Goose Creek, but they're counties. One is city and one is county. The City of Goose Creek has a mayor, and they're like 5 minutes away from us, right across the tracks. But on our side of Goose Creek, we don't have a mayor. We only have a county councilman. So right up underneath the county councilman is our Goose Creek Concerned Citizens. I'm the vice president of Goose Creek Concerned Citizens. So I'm right up underneath the president and the county councilman. So like we dictate what we want to do or what we can go and fight for, you know what I mean, for our community. So recently I just got a historical marker put up recognizing that this is an Etowah Indian village where I'm at. So you can be locally recognized without being state recognized, but you can still get the same type of benefit. You just got to know what you're doing. So I'm also controller of which you call the black vote in my community. So all the people who's running for like state house seats and council seats, they come around here to my community. They look for me to help endorse them or help put on a cookout or something for them because they know if I support them, my community is gonna support them. So I use that in my best interest. So I wrote a grant last year, but when Trump brought your boy in there and he just pulled the federal government up, all grants was put on hold. So I got a phone call about 2 months ago that my grant got approved by all the Republicans and all the Democrats in the state house. $200,000 for my park. I'm going to take y'all out there. I'm gonna go out there. The park is named Creekside. That's the name of my clothing line, Creekside. All my shirts say Creekside. That's the name of my outreach, Creekside Community Outreach. So I got the park name. So with this 200, the big things at that park. So I'm going to take y'all out there so y'all can see it now, and then y'all going to see the process. I'm going to keep going live and show y'all the process to that. But it can be done. We got people in the school board. We get certain things taken out of the curriculum once you got enough people that hold seats in the school board. So these are the things that immediately affect your community. Now you can tell who governed the police because being by right there up underneath the county council, you're directly funding the sheriffs in the police department. These things, not know how it's going. But I say start community first. That's how you get your stronghold. Stay local, then go state. If you want to go bigger with federal, it's just going to take a little longer for you to see the outcome. But if you stay local and state, you see the outcome immediately because they want your votes. And these seats where I'm from, they up every 2 to 4 years. Every 2 to 4 years, they got an election. They got to run in some of these seats. So, yeah, I'm all for it, bro. Sorry about the long-winded, but yeah.
Oh no, man. Shoot, we ain't got nothing but time to observe nature and make our own assumptions. And I appreciate you doing what you're doing in your community because it's gonna reverberate. That's one of the things I'm trying to do with my nonprofit and my institute. Get these things that I call divinity spaces, like little parks in my community. Try to get divinity houses where I can help people that's returning into civilization. I hate to say it like that, but back into communities from being incarcerated, as well as self-help and detox systems. Them is real big because sometimes we have great thinkers who be lost, can't even get their ideas out because you might not even know if they in their right minds when they're making these assumptions. So we got to keep helping. Them parks is real big, especially for being outside. I can't wait to see the progress in the process. I'm glad you was talking about grant writing. Me and another one of my associates was talking about grant writing and stuff. I done wrote a few grants for my TSET grants and things for my community to try to help go through. So I got a little bit of help. So I appreciate that, man, as well as congratulations on what you're doing and keep that up, man. Can't wait to see the progress.
Appreciate that.
Let me see. Smash and Idol got a question for you. Are you talking about Creek Boys as in every day? I'm with the team Creek Boys. I'm with my team Creek Boys.
I don't, not Creek Boys. Mine is called Creekside. And the reason why I named my outreach program Creekside because we had a basketball team since a long time ago, and we called ourselves this side of Goose Creek. So we're like started that. As more people start saying, but we're from the very first parts of Goose Creek where I stay at. Like everybody still own their own land. You know what I mean? Like, dog, I don't lock my door at night. I got an auntie live around me, my uncle live around me, my other auntie, you know what I mean? And we live on a couple of acres of land.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like our road, we put rocks on our own road. Like our road ain't paved where I'm from.
Gotcha. And Smash and Idol, he say you in South Carolina. Are you in South Carolina or the Creek Boys? They
Carolina too?
I don't know. That's what I put it out there. See what he said. I see my man's. Oh no, he said my bad, bro. I misheard you. Okay, so Creek Boys and Creekside, two different things. Shout out to my man's Michigan's Natural Living in the building. Supreme rising to you too, Titan. All the Titans fighting to become enlightened, man.
Now, when it comes to organization, Smash and Idol, I'm with a whole different type of organization, man, that came from Chicago, that I grew up with in Chicago, and I brought back here. But yeah, Creekside is just my outreach program. It's my community, pretty much the name of my community.
Yeah. And that's real good, man. Let me see, man. If ain't nobody else got nothing to talk about, move on to this next subject, man. Because this one right here kind of baffled me. Now, of course, we know that I think that I should have did a little bit more research on what it used to be. I believe that to be married in Oklahoma, it used to be 6. Oh, well, there you go, right there in the article. Let me read this article about that's our state capitol building. Got the Greek influence to it, of course, but that's a whole nother story. This is another story from the Oklahoma Voice, man. Oklahoma ban on children marriage becomes law because we still think kids is 16 down here. Oklahoma City. Oklahoma is now the 17th state in the United States to ban child marriage. I'm sorry we were so late and what the rest of y'all Senate Bill 504. 504, boys. Senate Bill 504 requires anyone getting married in Oklahoma to be at least 18 years old with no exception. I lost my image. Sorry about that. Guys, give me 1 second. Oh, there you go. State law currently allows minors to get married with the consent of a parent or guardian, and children 16 or under can be married with authorization by a court. The measure repeals all exceptions for minors getting married. The measure passed through the Senate unanimously. It was met with fierce debate from some House Republicans. And passed off the chamber's floor by one. We almost didn't get it. I'm over here talking about where the rest of y'all at. Oklahoma say them Republicans was on it. The legislature last session passed a law raising the age of sexual consent to 18 with a Romeo and Juliet exception for teens who are close in age. And that's all we got on that. But that ain't all we fist to talk about on that. How y'all feel about that? Anybody want to talk first, or you want me to go ahead and go first?
Hey, Ali, let me go ahead and show you, man. This is the beginning of it, so I can show you now. That's how close from the house I am to the park.
Oh, you right there.
Yeah, I just put on something there. Yeah. So that's the sign right there, Creekside Community Park. This is just a sign for now, that we got put up. But this all I got so far. You know what I'm saying? Just something for the kids to come. But all of that, I have all of that, man, to work with.
Oh, that's
so I'm gonna have tennis courts, basketball courts, tennis courts, walk around, gazebo, all of that. All the architect is designing all that for me now and bringing it to me to let me know. Then we got our high school baseball team field right there, middle school right there. So, I'm definitely in the vicinity.
Oh, shout out Creekside, man.
Yeah, big facts. And that's the name of my outreach. That's my shirt. That's my clothing line too.
Let me find this for you, man.
Yeah, man. So anybody need help with writing grants? They need help with writing grants. I learned myself. I researched it, and I learned myself. That was my very first grant that I wrote, and it went through.
Shout out Creekside, man. I appreciate that, man, and I definitely want to give you your flowers for that right now. And I'm gonna be in touch with you. Like I said, I wrote a couple of grants, but it was my first time writing too. It was for the city though. I haven't written any for my foundation yet per se, you know what I'm saying, where it's my foundation getting all the money, because I got to finish my nonprofit classes, which I'm in the process of doing right now. So
if I could just speak to this, what you got up really fast. This is why we need moral tradition in a country, not just individual, not just half and half or this, that, and the third. We all know morality is subjective, but subjectivity in this case could be a powerful thing, because when we look, bro, like, this is sickening.
You must be doing like me. That's what I was
state. Like, why is this even a contention in the first place? What y'all don't know what constitute a child? This is the reason why we need spiritual systems. And this is the reason why we need the correct spiritual system. Because even in these spiritual systems, right? What we got, the priest sucking on the little babies, and come on now.
It took that long. That's how I felt when I first seen it. I was like,
whacked out, bro. And just as who said in the comments, I was just looking. It was like, shoot, Smash. TD Jakes and them getting away with it. I guess you might as well make it. Nah, man, this is why we need. Nah, man, that's crazy, bro. That's some sick. And the reason it's so sick to me is because I got children, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish a nigga would.
Shit, I think down here, man, when Obama was in chair, I think down here the consensual age, I think, was like 15, bro. Like, it's been going on, bro. This been going on.
Let me ask this question. What
You
do
vote for
a
these certain
30,
people
40,
now.
50-year-old man want what a 15-year-old that a 27-year-old couldn't give him?
Whole thing that here was that the mothers, when these kids was having sex at a young age like that, they might have been with somebody on their age level, but they was doing it in the house. So the parents was getting in trouble. So the parents say, hold on, y'all got to come out with some kind of law to protect us. That's what this law is. It protects the parents.
Protect the parent. What parent? They some
Yeah.
MFers.
Dog, this ain't
If
us.
you
This
are a
ain't us.
parent,
Look at who
let me
started
say
that.
this
It
right
wasn't
now.
nobody
Hold
that
on,
looked like us.
if I
None of them that
can.
looked like us.
If you are a
Hey, we're
parent,
gonna
and
keep that
you
out of here though.
watch
Oh,
a
TK, we're gonna keep that out.
15-year-old daughter
Okay, bet.
sleep with a 37-year-old man, you are sick. And you need to go to
Sick.
the mental institution and get evaluated.
I'll blow you away. You come around my house.
Straight away.
I hope somebody would have caught you before you even get to my shit.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
But
Like,
yeah, man, that's how I felt when I said 17th, only the 7th, and we just now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
she don't even know how to wash her own drawers at 17.
Come on, man.
What you need with something like that? How's she gonna take care of you?
You basically just adopting somebody's kid.
Exactly. Crazy, yo. Grooming,
Crazy,
and that's
man.
another
You
topic we gotta
doing
talk about.
a little bit more than adopted, bro.
Grooming.
You
Grooming
on some other mind
therapeutically.
frame, dog.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
if
You
I
on a
gotta
different
agree,
brain path, dog. You
listen,
need to
if I
be in
gotta
a
agree with the religious people
underneath
in
the jail.
Atlanta, I would agree with them on this. Grooming in our community is a sin, and we need to eradicate that stuff. That right there, that nah, man,
Yeah,
that's sin, bro.
that
You
definitely
know
need to
how
get purged.
traumatized you have to be to then go out here, find a child, and manipulate their mind for 12 years. Like that's nah, bro. You need to be locked up on a special side of the country or something, bro. I don't. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. And that's why I wanted to bring it up because I just wanted to say I'm happy we finally got it, but I'm so sad that we 17th
Now,
and that it took us this long.
can I say this real fast? Only let me be very clear. Let me come up when I say this. Let me be very clear. I'm not saying there's an issue with a 17-year-old and another 17-year-old.
Hold on, humble. My bad. I didn't have the. Let me get the screen right. I didn't have. Let me put you on there. My bad. I apologize for that.
Okay. But
Put you.
let me make this very clear. I'm not saying that there's an issue with a 17-year-old getting married to another 17, 18, 19-year-old. No. I'm saying there's an issue with a 17-year-old getting married to a 30, 40, 50-year-old. If these are high school sweethearts and y'all families are close and they come together like, hey, look, parent, we decided to go get married. That's fine and dandy. That's good love. You go let them do that. But if even your son come to you and they 17 and their mate is 37, that's a problem. Whole son, you might wanna, or daughter, you might want, and we gotta keep those equal because people like to play the double standards. Oh, my daughter can't do it, but my son can do it. It's egregious for both parties. Because what we gotta think about that too for the female. Besides sex, what can this 17-year-old boy do for you? He just got out of youth works. So it's like, I don't understand the mentality of these people when they be making these ideas and these decisions. And I'm like, bro, we need to do something, bro. We need to stop investing so much money in incarceration systems and start investing that money into mental institutions, psychological studies, because I really think it's something that's just off with these people. literally like I'm not just saying that for a group of people. I'm saying that for a whole slew of groups of people. I'm a man that grew up in a house full of women, full of women. That exposure just enticed me to love women even more. That gets me back in the study when there's, and I don't want to push no buttons, anything like that, but I'm just speaking, when there's homosexual men and their excuses, I grew up with women my whole life. To me, that's not a good excuse because now I got to question, what was your sisters doing to you? What was your grandmother doing to you? I grew up with women and they made sure
You was a man.
I was a man. Hey, listen, this is what you love right here. That's what you're supposed to look at. You see, that's what you like right there. I don't understand men who, oh, I was raised with women. This is what I say. They put on the heels and they, no. I don't know what women y'all letting these young men be raised around, but my sisters and my mother and my they ain't play that. You better not be walking around in no house and no heels. Like I don't. It's just be these things where I just be like, I just be sitting back looking like, yo, on a level of life, on a level of structure, on a level of morality, these people are sick. I don't understand how else to put it, Brother Quantum. These people are just some sick individuals. And I don't want to say there is no hope for them or no help for them. It's just that I feel like if we present these things truly as a problem, see with the child situation, we really can't present that as a problem because the same people that's presenting it as a problem is doing it on the back end. They don't want you to do it, but they want to do it. Same thing going to the churches, right? They can't really deal with the problem of homosexuality because while they are saying, oh, they're going to HELL and this, that, and the third, they ain't behind the closed doors doing it. And now you got people out here exposing them for it, so they feel like, well, shoot, we might as well come out and do it now. And yet, I still see homosexual. I don't got nothing. Let me say this: I don't have nothing against those people over there, but the way that it is utilized and weaponized against our community is what I have an issue with.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you see what I'm saying? I don't. That's the fact that the fact that we should be in a frame of mind to tell our children that is okay. That's your choice, baby. But
It's not okay.
talk about some things.
Like,
Like, I ain't saying that's what you want to do in life, baby boy, baby girl.
man.
Do that. But can we sit down and have a conversation first?
Definitely.
Because I need to know what's going on up here in your mental to make you look at that as attractive. Now, hey, you're provocative. If you say, hey, listen, I watch TV and I just like this figure, I ain't got nothing against that. But if you tell me that this idea and this thought came from an outside source, now we got to rearrange some things. And the reason that's important because we know this is how this get injected 9 times out of 10 to the child from an outside source. They go to school, they got some of those type of teachers, and I ain't accusing every teacher of this, but they got some of those type of teachers, right? And what they tell them, and you get into your feminine, ain't no better. No, I ain't got to. Let me clarify that. I ain't got no problem with you telling this child they can get into their emotions and stuff like that. But there's a manner you tell them that. You don't equate their emotions with their sexuality. This is what I mean when I say we got to eradicate grooming, because that's a form of grooming. we have to really be careful who we allow around our children.
Definitely.
Whether they're teachers, whether they're doctors, nurses, lawyers, we have to really be careful who we let around our children. And that's my message. I'm gonna land my plane with that, brother Quan. I'm gonna land my plane with that, brother. I appreciate you, my guy.
Got you, man. And we appreciate that. And I'm with you on that, man. Like I say, I grew up different than yours. I grew up with all brothers, but my mama's uncles and then my aunties, they had daughters and stuff. So when we still, you know what I'm saying, they taught us to respect women and that this is what you are not. This is why that's delicate, and this is why you should be respect. And they taught the girls the same thing. This is why you ain't hard. This is what a man, you know what I'm saying? And so it's the responsibility of that now. Of course, today in this modern day, you know what I'm saying, we understand how the mechanism moves on, and people go gather their own ideas and stuff about what they're gonna do once they grow up and stuff. But we're gonna sit down and have that conversation. You're gonna justify why you see what you say. I'm gonna justify why I see. And then from there, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's gonna be what it is. Because if I can't change your mind with them justifications, and it is, I got to try to find a way to make it where I'm not uncomfortable and you're not uncomfortable either.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And so, and that's what it is. We'll get through it, but it might just take something. And yeah, man, that article right there that I showed, I'm gonna put it back up there real quick. It really shocked me, man. I couldn't believe that we only the 17th, and that it took so long to become that. That's something federal. That's something should be a federal law. Like we shouldn't even be worried about that in the States. Well, we should, of course, but I mean, like on the governance of it, should have already been that. Because
I feel like before they pass these laws, a very important question should be asked. Would you allow your child to do this?
Right.
That's what they should ask the senators. Hey, you got children? Yep, I got children. How old are they? 6 and 7. You got a daughter? Yep. Okay, your 6-year-old daughter. Would you allow her to get married at the age of 17? I guarantee they'd say no. No, they can't do that. I bet. But you want to pass this law for them to get married at 17. It's crazy, bro.
It's crazy. Smash and Idol said, Psalms chapter 94, verse 20 says, shall thy throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by the law. That's real tight.
You gotta. That's a parable. You gotta figure out what that means.
For real.
I don't want to put my own interpolation on it. No, man, that's interpolation.
Well, you always have the right to say, in my opinion. You always have the right to say that without no contradiction.
No, that's a little joke I like to tell the biblical believers. Because they're quick, man. Listen, you break down a biblical scripture, that's what it is. First, that's your point of view. That ain't what the text saying. That ain't what it means.
That's the good thing about Psalms and Proverbs. You better be trying to get them in your own view. If you let somebody tell you what them mean, you definitely might be shot for information.
You ain't lying, boy.
For real. Let me see, man, what we got next. It's almost 11. I'm gonna have to take my daughter, one of her friends, to this.
Hey, I'm about to actually hop on my joint for 2 hours. Go there, kick it, and then scroll around. And I'll probably be on here later on tonight.
Bet. This afternoon we got Ronald Birkins
Okay.
From
What
3 to
time?
6, 3 to 6 y'all time. I'm gonna try to get him on his time limit is between 3 and 6, so I'm gonna try to have it already set up at 3 and we can start. He got a nice little presentation that he gonna provide, and then we just gonna discuss with Amon who might have something to who has something to say. I ain't gonna say who might. Everybody has something to say, but you know, Doctor, or I keep saying doctor. I don't know if you're a doctor or not. And I apologize, Doctor Berkeley. I mean Ron. They call him Ron. Ron has his own ideas and things, and so we're gonna try to sit down with him and have another view on.
I'm gonna be nice, y'all. I'm coming to play nice, y'all.
Oh yeah, man. You know,
They be nervous when I come out, boy. They be like, "All right, humble. Don't be trying to lean on them now."
Yeah. Well, it's just gonna be a presentation. You know what I'm saying? It's some people when they come in. You know what I'm saying? We like their views, and then we lean on them after the show. If we're gonna lean on them, so they won't feel like we've been combative or anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be thinking just because it's the debate league and they done seen some of our argument alleys and things that we only have one face, but we don't. Those are mechanisms that we use for our mental.
And it's okay to disagree and still have a productive conversation.
I mean, because they've been disagreeing for eternity.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say when we speak on opinions and things, even when we see a lot of ideas that's scholarly sources that we use, we still got to understand that sometimes people be stating their ideas. And so you have the right to do that also. It's just how deep you're going to go when you're searching for what you're making claims about. Right. That's what we start having the big problems, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a real good show. I know it is. I hope everybody tuned in. Like I said, man, what else was I talking about? I want to talk about this before I go, not this one. We're going to talk about, let me move me and humble real quick. This what's on the screen. This is today's main topic. Josh Hokett and Michelle Obama. You heard anything about that, humble?
Nope.
You know, President Trump's birthday was, I believe it's on the, it was on the Sunday night. And he had a UFC bout there, right?
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Know about the UFC fight?
Yeah. There was a lot of people. Shout out Cyril Gane, the heavyweight champion. He beat Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira stepped up his weight class all the way up to heavyweight and got beat. He was defeated by Cyril Gane, England fighter. There was a bunch of good fights. Justin Gaethje from out in Colorado had a fight. I'm a fan of his. And then there was a fight, a heavyweight fight. I believe his name is Benny Blades. I could be wrong about that. But he was fighting Josh Hokett. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. I'm sure this is going to tell us the entire story about what went on. And it was kind of crazy to me. The what I would call bravery and the sheer contempt of being a human that this individual did on such a major scale. It was disgusting to me. And so I think we should talk about that. Let me share my screen real quick. I just got it put up. And you know, we like entertainment. Us as humans, we love entertainment. We're gonna watch the UFCs, we're gonna watch the football games, we're gonna watch the basketball games, baseball. Baseball is a game that I like to play. I don't too much like to watch it until it's like championship season, but it's been that way since I've been a little older.
And I'm the
And
same way, Quana.
But you know what I'm saying? We like entertainment. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like that. Until I guess my walk been kind of busy lately, and I ain't been able to really tune into it as much as I should. However, I do tune into combat sports a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Derek Lewis he beat. And so when I came across this, it was a guy, what's his name? Caesar came on the show and was talking about it. And I had to do a little bit more looking because I couldn't believe that somebody at the White House said that in front of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump didn't say anything, right? Okay, so it says Michelle Obama is a man. This is from PolitiFact, the Pointer Institute, Josh Hokett, MMA fighter. And this was stated on June 14th. June 14th, my homeboy's birthday, too. I got a homeboy whose birthday. And he just shouted out, Michelle Obama is a man. That's old Josh Hokett walk out against his heavyweight fight against Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis, a formidable opponent, too. He's been in the UFC for some years now, if you know anything about UFC. And it says during UFC Freedom 2050, or 250, on the south line of the White House, Sunday, June 14th, 2026. The victor of the fight said, Michelle Obama is a man. That still pants on fire. And this is written by Lordben Tukuro. Before we even start, it says, this conspiracy theory has been thoroughly debunked. All of the supposed evidence, such as altering images of Michelle Obama in an unverified voter registration card, has not stood up to scrutiny. And we could check the facts, but I want to read this article. In the lead up to America's 250th birthday, an Ultimate Fighting Championship event at the White House became a platform for a long debunked claim targeting a former first lady. A former first lady. After winning a bout, UFC fighter Josh Hokett used his post-fight interview with Joe Rogan to amplify the claim that the former first lady, Michelle Obama, isn't a woman. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Hokett said. PolitiFact has fact-checked various versions of the claim that Obama is or was a man dating back to 2020. There remains no evidence Obama-born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson was ever a man. In attempts to prove the conspiracy theory, people have circulated altered images of Obama, an out-of-context video clip of Obama's podcast interview with the actor and comedian Marlon Wayans, and an unverified voter registration card. Other fact-checkers also debunked the narrative. UFC CEO Dana White told Time in a text message, I understand that the Obamas are public figures, but I am completely against saying nasty and false things about people's families. So UFC, Dana White condemned it. Other powerful women such as France's First Lady Bridget Macron, the former Vice President Kamala Harris, and former Vice President Kamala Harris have also been targeted with claims that they're a man. Experts told PolitiFact such conspiracy theories seek to undermine their power and achievements. We contacted Hokett and received no response. We rate his claim that Michelle Obama is a man as pants on fire. And pants on fire means that you're just making stuff up. So yeah, man, I wanted to show that because when we're talking about this, we get into free speech, public claims, and accountability. I might add this back to the stage. Accountability should have been first, because as a citizen of this nation and having been under a type of watch from the Obamas where they made sure that the economy kept flowing, that the wars halted within the American continent, that people were able to go about their everyday lives in a safe and comfortable manner. For UFC fighters to even have a platform to go fight and show their skills and mastery of self as well as physical physique and things of that nature. And you spend your time trying to condemn just to take away from the credibility and the accomplishments of these people. Donald Trump sat around, I don't know what he said. I probably could look it up to see if he said anything, but I'm sure he just smiled. I can't show the video. I didn't watch the video because I don't want to see it. I know I'm going to be disgusted. So I have to get myself in order to watch that, because those are the type of things that I call incoherence. And to watch it in a coherent fashion, I have to settle my mind and get it ready for the callous of this one man's actions and how those actions are still reverberating right now. I believe these type of things are the things that they do and hope that they have a reaction, a chain reaction within the communities where people will say something against it and cause a uproar and some type of combat within the nation, within the peoples of the nation, and start some type of civil wars. These are terrorist comments, national terrorist comments, in my view. And I can't see the decency of anybody who would condone it. And that's just my view. Of course, we do have free speech. But there's just some things that I don't need nobody to tell me not to say. And Josh Hokett, you disgusted me. President Trump, you disgusted me. Shout out to your UFC CEO for stating, saying something about it and condemning it. I believe Joe Rogan also condemned it too. Humble, you got anything you want to say on that topic, man? I don't know if you can hear me if you're away. But yeah, man, that was my national roundup story that I had to point out about the indecency of individuals within the national community and how we need to strive to keep striving to, like I say, get our people in the right places so we can be able to speak our minds and have these things totally off of yeah, my man's OTK said he watched it. It was disgusting, wasn't it, OTK? Yeah, I think it was, man. But that was my national. And we're going to get into some world view when I get back real quick. But of course, you know we have to have a word from our sponsors. After these messages.
Listen up, Titan family. The Coliseum of Arguments is officially opening the vaults, and this is your chance to win a piece of league history. We're running a massive high-stakes t-shirt raffle, and these are not your average tees. We're talking an ultra-exclusive, limited edition, premium custom apparel that you can't buy anywhere else. Once they're gone forever. We're keeping the stakes high and the odds completely in your favor. Here's how it goes down. Tickets are only $2. The limit, $40 or 20 tickets per person to keep the playing field fair. The odds, we're picking a brand new winner for every 20 tickets sold. Think about the math. If you max out your 20 tickets, you are essentially guaranteeing a crowd milestone and forcing a new drawing. The more tickets moving, the more winners we crown back to back. Are you a $3.99 channel member? Then we've already got your back. As a thank you for holding down the foundation, every single $3.99 member is automatically getting one free ticket entered into the raffle. But don't just rely on that one ticket. Secure your stack, maximize your odds, and ensure your name gets called. These custom designs, from the legendary Debate or Die print to the official Titans Debate League emblems, are strictly limited edition. You don't want to be sitting in the chat watching everyone else flaunt their exclusive gear while you missed out over a $2 ticket. How to enter? Open up your Cash App. Send your entry to $ Titans Debate League. Put your name/handle in the note so we know exactly who to crown. The clock is ticking, the tickets are moving, and the next 20 ticket milestone is closing fast. Lock your entries in now and claim your crown. Winners picked this Friday. Are you not entertained?
I don't know what just happened right there. I hope you're still going live. See real quick, man. We're gonna take a break for a second. And we'll be back after these messages.
Morning light still shining. Another day unfolding. Take the rhythm of the morning as you go through the fast lanes and the highs and lows. Lot of noise in the world outside, but keep your balance while the tides all rise. Coffee cups and conversations fade, but the thoughts we shared are meant to stay. Every headline got another side, so move with wisdom as the hours fly. Take your peace where you can find it. Don't let the chaos come define it. Breathe deep, stay grounded. Keep your eyes open wide. Morning coffee with the homie, OLE. Starting the day with clarity. Stay thoughtful, stay kind. Keep that fire inside your mind. Morning coffee with the homie, OLE. We'll meet again with the sunrise scene. Till tomorrow, move wisely and let the day unfold softly. From Oklahoma roads to Ohio lights, everybody searching for a clearer sight. Different voices, different ways, still trying to make sense of these modern days. Some people rush, some people slow, some people still got healing to grow. But every morning brings a chance to think a little deeper while we still can. No fear, no panic, no drowning in the noise. Just one with the homie OOLE. Take a little calm with your reality. Stay grounded, stay true. Let the day make room for you. Morning coffee with the homie OOLE. We'll see you when the dawn breaks free. Till tomorrow, stay bright and keep your coffee warm tonight. Morning coffee, only OLE. See you in the morning.
Yeah, you know who it is, man. It's your boy Oli. The Morning Coffee Cup. Get your coffee. And let's talk about something. We've been talking about some state news from where I'm from, national news. I had OTK and my man's Humble joined me earlier. If there's anybody out there that want to join and talk about some of the things we've talked about how my AG, my attorney general, filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration. We've talked about child marriage in Oklahoma, the age being raised to 18. We just finished with the national news, which was my main topic today, which was Josh Hokett saying that Michelle Obama was a man, which we condemned thoroughly here on this channel. And yeah, man, this is the Morning Coffee. There's a whole lot of things going on in the world today. And so maybe we should touch on some of that right now before we get our afternoon started. And it's 12 o'clock where some of y'all at right now. I know it. So this ain't your morning anymore, but that don't mean you ain't just waking up. And if you just waking up, you can remember this.
Let's pause the noise for a second, because if you're still here right now, you're already different. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone understands real debate, real scholarship, real intellectual smoke. But you do. This is Coliseum of Arguments. This is Titans Debate League. And what happens here doesn't survive on algorithms. It survives on the people who believe in it. When you support through Cash App, you're not just donating. You're fueling the arena. You're the reason we can bring in high-level guests. You're the reason we keep unbiased judges. You're the reason these debates stay sharp, fair, and uncompromised. This platform is built by thinkers, sustained by supporters, protected by the ones who know value when they see it. If this show has ever sharpened your mind, has ever entertained you, or has ever challenged what you thought you knew, then Cash App is how you say, keep this going. Not everyone contributes, but the ones who do, they're part of what makes this real. Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League, powered by the people who get it.
My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. Yeah. My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. I look in the mirror now.
Yeah, man, we back on. So I've covered my local state news, man. Now I covered national news. What we need to talk about. Before I finish talking about Hokett on Obama, I saw an article earlier that was talking about how the Obamas may be pushing for some type of legal action for a defamation of character type case. I don't know how true it is. My sources and the sources that I read haven't been confirmed, so I'm not going to confirm any of this yet. But that seems like that would be my term of action if I was in there. I would definitely take detrimental steps to make sure that he pays for what he did when it comes to defamation of character, because that's real big. Trying to belittle somebody, but you know, I guess that's the way that some things go. But let's get to some of our world news. We got world news out of Rutgers. Let me see if I can't pull that up for you real quick. That's not it. And when I was looking at this, I was kind of shocked that the U.S.-Iran peace deal has came and Reuters reports that oil dropped after the U.S.-Iran interim peace deal, with hopes that shipping through the Strait of Hormuz can normalize. So, you know, peace is good in my eyes anytime, but a 60-day window, we know that ain't stopping anything. 60-day window just ain't enough. That's a probation period with flags, of course. At least the oil drop, right? And for those out there in the chat, I just want to know, do you trust diplomatic breakthroughs before we see the changes that these diplomatic breakthroughs or these peace treaties are supposed to bring forward? Do you trust them? Or is it all just a wait and watch, give us a little bit more time, hold the stress on our pockets for a minute so gas ain't $4-5 a gallon? That gas transfers to a higher cost when it comes to transportation of goods and services. Diesel fuel is always higher than unleaded fuel, which puts a strain on the trade routes and the commerce movement within the nation. Makes food higher because the gas is now higher and the transport is higher. And then we get a 60-day cease, supposedly 60-day. They had an agreement not too long ago that lasts, I believe, only hours, which is absurd to me. And so the world news on that, I guess the good take would be that the gas prices are dropping for a little bit, and we don't know if it'll be the 60 days or if it'll be the whole thing. But the question I asked, if you're in the chat, like I said, do you trust diplomatic responses to these things? The next thing I want to talk about is the G7 and the global energy pressure. The United States-Iran deal, Fed policy, and oil prices are all tied together right now. Energy markets are reacting fast, are reacting fast because the Strait of Hormuz affects global shipping and fuel costs. One narrow waterway gets tense and everybody's gas tanks start sweating. I'm talking about this is just one little strait. And there's gas and oil, and this one little strait is dictating the prices worldwide. And so I asked the panel this question: does this prove how fragile the world economy really is? Oh, what ain't showing? Oh yeah, I ain't showing nothing OTK. I didn't have a chance to pull it up. My computer moving slow. It's still loading right now. And so since I'm just talking about the news, I'm just giving a brief on it because, like I said, I'm gonna have to leave here shortly. And so I just wanted to propose these questions. Yeah, the article ain't showing. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. OTK, I'm sorry if it ain't. That's why this morning coffee cup gonna have to get a little bit more technical. I'm gonna need y'all to start joining, man. So while we talking, we can trade. And you can pull it up for me while I'm talking about it, or I can pull something up for you while you talking about it. I apologize for the technical difficulties. This is my morning coffee show, and I'm still getting everything aligned. Y'all remember, I'm still new to the conscious community, still new to the workings of it. And so I graciously ask that you be patient with me until we get this machine running the way it should. I take my faults and I take accountability for that. But yeah, them energy prices, man, globally, the global economy is for everybody. Everybody catches the sneeze. So just because we got high gas prices here, don't think that the rest of the world ain't suffering. If we are suffering. Is our global connection with the rest of the world weakness? Is it a strength that we have, or is it both? Again, is global connection, everybody being connected, is that a strength or is that a weakness? OTK laughing at me. My bad, man. But like I said, I'm gonna get it together. But myself today, I believe that connection is always a strength. The atoms in the cell in my body connect to become the one total physical me, physical representation. Connection is good. You don't want to not be connected, because when you're not connected, you're unconnected. And when you're unconnected, you have a connection to something, but you don't have a connection to anything else. So when you do connect, now you have to take time to correct the things that might be different in the different views and things. And so connection is really big on me. And so I'd rather be connected than not connected. Because why would I want to be connected and not connected if I could be connected, right? Being connected is the way to go. You connected to your Wi-Fi. You connect everything. Everything is connected, right? But for some reason, we want to look at connection like it's bad. I don't think it's bad. And the last thing I want to talk about today, man, is defense spending. There's a big debate in the European political news. I know we probably shouldn't care about European news, but this is world news that affects us. And the European political news includes growing debate over defense spending, particularly in the United Kingdom, where senior officials have resigned amid disputes over military funding. So they're fighting about the money in funding their military there. Migration and humanitarian issues remain major topics across Europe and Africa, with renewed international attention on migrant routes and refugee treatment. So still, we know the woes of some of those countries and continents and nations. They got migrants leaving places, looking for refugee treatment. And if they get to those places, how's the treatment going to be? You know what I'm saying? So that's my world news. And in science, Skywatchers just experienced a weird daytime occultation where the moon passed in front of Venus, visible across much of North America. Not exactly the end of the world, despite social media's annual attempt to declare every celestial event a cosmic warning, and that comes from people.com. The FIFA World Cup continues generating massive attention, with the U.S. match drawing record television audiences. So I probably watch some of the World Cup. I don't know if any of y'all watch soccer. Like I said, I don't watch them until they're on the big stage, especially if it's the U.S. involved. That's kind of the entertainment that we got, right? 3 headlines that'll likely matter next week. I'm sure we'll be talking about the U.S.-Iran peace deal again, and if it's still holding. We got to talk about the severe weather across the continent because, as OTK stated earlier, it's that season, man. It's the hurricane season. It's all of that stuff, man. So we got to be real big on that. And the G Summit outcomes, we'll talk about that in the morning coffee show. We'll be right back with the closing. See if anybody else want to come up and talk about anything. And if not, you can...
What happens when a Christian preacher's son starts asking questions nobody wants answered? What if faith and science were never supposed to be enemies? This isn't another religious book, and it's not another angry attack on belief. This is a wake-up call. The Agnostic Guide to Faith, Science, and Sanity by A1 Richardson takes you on a mind-bending journey through scripture, psychology, science, energy, cause and effect, vibration, polarity, rhythm, and the universal law shaping your everyday life. Why do people sabotage themselves and blame God? Why do we ignore patterns then act shocked by consequences? Why are so many trapped doing what we call crazy work? This book challenges everything you thought you knew about spirituality, reality, and yourself. No fake certainty, no church cliches, no blind obedience. Just raw honesty, deep reflection, and practical wisdom for people caught between the pulpit, the laboratory, and real life. Whether you're deconstructing your faith, spiritually curious, tired of shallow answers, or searching for sanity in a chaotic world, this book was written for you. Read it with an open mind, read it with courage, read it before life forces you to learn the hard way. The Agnostic Guide to Faith, Science, and Sanity. Stop doing crazy work and wake up to the patterns shaping your life now.
World outside, but keep your balance while the tides all rise. Coffee cups and conversations fade, but the thoughts we shared are meant to stay. Every headline got another side. So move with wisdom as the hours fly. Take your peace where you can find it. Don't let the chaos come define it. Breathe deep, stay grounded. Keep your eyes open wide. Morning coffee with the homie, your OLE. Starting the day with clarity. Stay thoughtful, stay kind. Keep that fire inside your mind. Morning coffee with the homie, your OLE.
It's the homie, man. You know we up in this thing, man. For sure. We in here. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling, man. I want y'all to know, remember later on today, we have Ronald Birkins in the Coliseum for sure, talking about consciousness and its consciousness fundamental. And that's one of the things that we was talking about earlier this week, this month. A lot of people been on it. Ronald Birkins will be in today. That conversation matters because it asks whether consciousness comes from matter or whether sorry about that. I actually hit my mute, guys. Consciousness is built into reality at a deeper level. That's not a small question. That's the kind of question that makes people either think carefully or start throwing word salad like they're feeding some type of philosophical duck. So stay tuned for that later on today. And I have this thing called a recognition of the day. And I just want to say that a claim is not stronger because it's louder. It's stronger when it provides and survives questioning. When you make a claim, just because you're talking loud when we in these discussions, this gets back to when we're on the debate panels and when we have our open panels and things and we're trying to find our decorum and be accountable for what we say. And I want to make that what it is. We do have the places where we might be a little bit pushy on the subjects, but today we finding a way. And as you go about your day and you have different interactions with the people around you, if it comes to a dispute type subject, just recognize where you at, recognize that you're giving your opinion, they're giving theirs, and try to end it on a peaceful note, because to recognize those type of situations is to keep yourself out of situations that might be a little bit more disgruntling. And hey, what we pushing for here? Coherence, right? So I'd like to thank all of y'all for joining me this morning for my morning coffee. And we'll be back again tomorrow with some of that. See if there's anybody in the crowd before we leave, man. We're going to play a couple of songs for y'all before we go. Shout out to OTK. Shout out to Humble joining the panel today. Shout out all my Titans. It's fighting to become enlightened. That might be one of my new slogans, man. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We're pushing every day to be coherent with our dealings within existence, to leave some type of mark, to say that we did better this place. So if we do happen to reincarnate and come back, it'll be better for when we get back, right? That's just my opinion. OTK showed us his part that he got going. Shout out to OTK in this community, pushing philanthropy. I'm trying to get that going, Humble, and everybody, man, because that's what we do all this for, right? In the end, when we form these ideas and try to answer questions, we're trying to answer these questions in a coherent manner so we can move about our day coherently. And I just wish everybody a happy day, and that y'all join me later on with Ronald Perkins, man. Y'all have a wonderful morning. Put them coffee cups up. Make sure you wash them, because tomorrow you're going to do the same thing over again. Be real inspective with your information that you get and receiving and that you're giving. And it's me, your boy Oli. Thank you for coming out today. And have a good one, man. I'll see y'all later.
Morning coffee with the homie OLE. Morning light still shining. Another day unfold.
My bad, OTK. I see your question, man. What time is that? It's from 3 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Tune in, man. I ain't finna leave yet. I'm gonna play a little bit more music besides this song right here. But we in there.
every time we hit the town. Couldn't touch me with a yardstick. Running through the paper on that backyard business. Chasing dreams, chasing cream to the team. Rich 5'8", but I'm standing on that stand tall mindset. See these monkeys trying to pull me from the tree. Yeah, they pulled me down before that, just turned me to a beast. So I hopped into the streets, showed the hungry how to eat. Oklahoma on my back, now I'm bringing pressure to the beat. Cold hard world, colder in the streets. Money on my mind, barely get to sleep. Dreams feel close, still feel out of reach. Lights up ahead, I just want a little peace. Still a student of the game, don't qualify to teach. Learn lessons every day, so I evolve every week. I'm not an animal, life just got wild. So I did what I had to do, the other routes was foul. No copy, no paste, you can't get my style. Oh, heart on my sleeve, still walk with a smile. Judge me by my past, take a look at me now. I ain't doing this for me, I just wanna make my mama proud. Quantum only is untrue, yeah, we bringing it out. Why y'all watching me? Better watch the crowd. Different type of animal, way different type of animal. 2 to 16, easy to see. I'm a different type of animal. Different type of animal. No fur, no scales, just feathers on me. Different type of animal. Different type of animal. Different type of animal.
Bird droppings. Go ahead, man. You finished? Only world logic, know the language.
Are you done yet? Is it my turn? I let you cook, you let it all burn. Are you done yet? Is it my turn? You didn't know, you were about to learn. Take a look, that's undercooked. Where you get them views from somebody else, but this world view cooking up your mind with the rhymes, got the heat on time. Everything on prime. Just for the ones that like they don't know me. Shout out the homies, shout out the Titans. Coliseum fighting, debating nightly. Sitting on the ledge waiting, watching, pacing, looking down, watching the hate. Looking down, watching the hate. Assalamu alaikum, you still eating bacon. Views on life, fantasies waiting, kicking while debating. No daddy over here, but you about to take it. Catch me backstage, twisting fingers like Crip Mac. Whole room free soon as the hour and let the whip land. Pseudo killers commit suicide if they step to the woo. Please don't debate me. Got residency at Titans too. Are you done yet? Is it my turn? I let you cook, you let it all burn. Are you done yet? Is it my turn? You didn't know, you were about to learn. Take a look, that's undercooked. Where you get them views from somebody else's book. This world view cooking up your mind with the rhymes. Stop the heat on time, everything on rhyme. Equivocation, switch definitions for the benefit. Whole world view collapse and still somehow defending it. Strong man, real weak, I break it in a second. Reduction, you'll observe them, reproducing reckless. Motors on permits got confirmed. Motors told us watch the falsehood burn. Maintenance clean up on the aisle. You ain't heard thoughts like this in a while. You think you're running? Please stop it. Seen your old videos, but I am not them topics. You might have got old dude that won't work now. Bird droppings on the way, watch the whole room bounce. Nothing divine, but the union of nature and time. Philosophize at the same time. I write rhymes. Nothing divine, but the union of nature and time. Philosophize at the same time. I write rhymes. Pick color, skin color, shoes, flat earth, brown earth, pick views. Everything debatable. Welcome to the league. Different type animal, a different breed. I remember every one of you, everything you said. Talking like the air was floating under you instead. No strategy, blunders to every move. Sloppy, not the whole crowd yelling. Oh, Ellie got them copy. Flew high above, look down, then I do. Don't two dudes and whoever hanging with you. Different type animal, you can't move how I do. Pseudo killers commit suicide if they step to the hole. Are you done yet? Is it my turn? I let you cook, you let it all burn. Are you done yet? Is it my turn? You didn't know, you about to learn. Take a look, it's in the cook. Where you get them views from somebody else, book. This world view, cooking up your mind with the rounds, up the heat on time. Everything on prime. Bird droppers. Go, be L-E-E, know the ledge.
Who you talking to? Who said what? Who taught who? Who built the frame that you looking through? Who you talking to? Talking silence while you speaking in sequence too. If it ain't coherent, it collapse on cue. Who you talking to? Who said that? Who told you existence started? Run that back. Every worldview crack where the pressure at. Who you talking to? Every line of treasure you only find in the mind, my mind. And you know I work in the mines. I don't charge a dime for you to stay out of mind. 2 times, we on time. Every line got another line hiding behind the line. You hearing bars, I'm hearing structure and design. You hear a punchline, I hear ontology align. Who said reality started? Talking outside existence while existing to argue. Smuggling sequence in your sentence unconsciously. Then call it timeless when I ask what the process be. Who you talking about? Half these worldviews fold when you walk them out. Everybody got answers till you chalk it out. Then coherence disappear when you map it out. I study Heraclitus, flowing rivers in motion. Harmonized froze it, I can see both in the ocean. Kant built the frame, but the frame still folded. Trying to define the world while the mind still holding it. Aristotle looking for causes and categories. Nietzsche killed gods but couldn't kill reality. Heidegger staring into being and anxiety. I'm just asking what makes existence intelligibly. Who you talking to? Talking silence while you speaking in sequence too. If it ain't coherent, it collapse on cue. Who you talking to? Who said what? Who built the worldview that you standing on? Everybody sounding deep till the ladder gone. Then they looking real nervous when the pattern drum. I slept these haters in they face with this one. Wait, I miss one. 2 times, we on time. Every line of gem they only find in the mind, my mind. You know I work in the mines, digging through mines while I'm digging through mine. Blue collar philosopher, coffee cup thinker, still plotting possible worlds while the clock getting thinner. Whole room talking loud, I just watch and consider. Cause the loudest in the room usually know the least in it. Who taught you that? Who said existence got a border where the proof at? Who talking outside reality and still attached? Using logic from existence just to move back. That's incoherent. I ain't even gotta raise my tone. I just let the contradiction sit there on its own. People wanna skip structure just to chase the throne. Till the worldview collapse and they standing there alone. They want a war record, I gave them world pressure. Every verse another hidden room in the architecture. Every line another layer underneath the texture. You hear rhythm, I hear systems trying to fit together. And I culturally inappropriate and intellectually inappropriate. I'm coherently inappropriate. You hate the conclusion, but the structure still holds. That's why the room get quiet when the logic unfolds. Who you talking to? Talking timeless while you speaking in sequence too. If it ain't coherent, it collapse on cue. Who you talking to? Who said that? Who taught you existence started? Run that back. Every worldview crack where the pressure at. Who you talking to? OLEE on a late night broadcast. Hourglass eye watching timelines cross paths. Earth in the other eye, both sides balance. Nature and time, that's the code in the canvas. No wind, still fly through meditation. Mind levitation, deep concentration. Everybody want answers, nobody want patience. Everybody want heaven, nobody define creation. Coffee steaming while I'm reading old notes, trying to build a possible world that can actually hold one man, one room, one mic, one soul, still carrying philosophies heavier than gold. And I know they waiting on me to snap, but the calm hit harder when the facts overlap. Conversation turn different when the map get mapped, and every hidden assumption get dragged right back. Ooh, who you talking to? Before you speak, define the speaker and the meaning too. Cause every rope you got a ceiling that are leaking through, and I can hear the contradiction in the frequency of you. Who you talking to? Who said what? Who saw who? Who built the frame that you looking through? The wool removed, you wolves I see. No dogs, no snakes, it's feathers on me. This time, let's start. Hey. They try to open their third eye with both eyes closed. Can't see the consequences to the things that they chose. Put they self in deeper sleep, claiming that they woke. While I'm watching time and nature moving through the smoke. I fell in love with wisdom. Sophia held my hand, told me comfort ain't real if it destroy another man. So I learned to love existence without controlling all the plans. Try to hold on to forever, still it slipped right through my hands. Tried everything to get it, still slipped through my hands. Then it's both of my kids. Only thing I truly love, my number one fans. And I still smile even when life get cold. Cause most things grow in the sunlight, but grow the most at night. That's something people don't know. I'm more foggy, I'm more. I love time because nature gave me something to adore. I'm more foggy, I'm more. Forever be Father Time and Mother Nature dancing endlessly. Open both eyes when you finally see. You get two eyes, but only one vision of reality. More love again. I guess I'll tell you about the secret to existence again. Feathers on me, stars above, everything alive because of love. The only time I fell in love, I was standing on the ledge. If I would've knew the ledge, I might've moved different instead. Thought I found forever in somebody else's head, but she just wanted friendship while I was thinking marriage bed. So here I go again, talking about love again, trying to explain existence through the pain again, trying to hold beauty still. The time don't ever stand. That's when Father Time whispers, son, that's just the plan. And Mother Nature touched my shoulder, said nothing blooms forever, but everything returns eventually. That's when I finally understood heartbreak make us wiser. Why loneliness get deeper when your thoughts become advisors. People fear the dark, but the stars only shine there. Flowers drink the sunlight, but roots grow where the night live. That's why I stopped hearing pain and started reading signs there. Every scar another map showing me where life is. Time and nature had a face, I don't think they look old. Probably young forever, with eternal souls. Little kids with galaxies inside their pupils glowing gold, running through the universe, laughing while creation unfolds. Not gods on thrones, not witches casting spells, just the endless interaction that make existence itself. One gay sequence, one gay shape, and together they became every heartbeat, every ocean, every memory, every name. Beauty and the beast, light and dark, love and grief, that's the balance. People call it contradiction, but I
solid understanding. Cause I love time, cause time gave me moments. And I love nature, cause nature let me hold them. That's why I cherish every second, even broken ones too. Cause without the hurt and healing, I would never become more forever be for the time and Mother Nature dancing endlessly. Mona, amor, forever be for the time and Mother Nature dancing endlessly. Open both eyes and you finally see. You get two eyes, but only one vision of reality. Mona, amor, love again. I guess I'll tell you about the topic of existence again. Feathers on me, stars above, everything alive because of love. I just opened up my eyes, cause I heard the cries, filtered through the lies, listen close. I don't believe in ghosts, even though I tried. I recognize the patterns when they form inside the mind. Ignorance ain't the crime, it's refusing truth when truth arrives. We got the topic, get the line, debate you anytime. That's fine. You done crossed the line. Drop the claim without a spine. I'm bringing your thoughts, I find the incoherence. Book you every time. Recognize I can see the fallacy before the sentence finished. You confuse a strong opinion with a reason proposition. You keep reaching for conclusions, but your premises are missing. Then you hide behind your feelings when the logic need a mission. I don't argue with a person, I examine what was stated, define the terms, expose assumptions, then determine what was weighted. Is it valid? Is it grounded? Can the structure be defended? Or you built a house of cards and got offended when it ended? I don't need to raise my voice, I let the contradiction speak. Every claim has got a burden, every burden got a receipt. You can decorate confusion, you can dress it up in pride, but a polished contradiction is a contradiction every time. I just opened up my eyes, cause I heard the cry, filtered through the lies, listen close. I don't believe in ghosts, even though I tried. I recognize the patterns when they form inside the mind. Ignorance ain't the crime, it's refusing truth when truth arrives. We got the topic, give the line, debate you anytime. That's fine. You done crossed the line. Drop the claim without a spine. Bring your thoughts, I find the incoherence. Book you every time. I recognize the dodge when the question make you nervous. Changing subjects every minute doesn't make the answer surface. That's a straw man, that's a false choice. That's an argument from fear. That's a claim that keeps on shrinking every time the fact you're near. You can quote 100 scholars, still authority ain't proof. Tell me why the argument is sound. Take me underneath the roof. Show the beam, show the frame, show the function of the claim. If the meaning keeps on changing, then the word is just a game. Recognition over belief, coherence over applause. I don't need a crowd behind me when the reasoning is flaws. Time reveals what can I stand, nature limits what can be. If your worldview breaks beneath this weight, don't put the blame on me. I just hope.
Let's pause the noise for a second, because if you're still here right now, you're already different. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone understands real debate, real scholarship, real intellectual smoke. But you do. This is Coliseum of Arguments. This is Titans Debate League. And what happens here doesn't survive on algorithms. It survives on the people who believe in it. When you support through Cash App, you're not just donating. You're fueling the arena. You're the reason we can bring in high-level guests. You're the reason we keep unbiased judges. You're the reason these debates stay sharp, fair, and uncompromised. This platform is built by thinkers, sustained by supporters, protected by the ones who know value when they see it. If this show has ever sharpened your mind, has ever entertained you, or has ever challenged what you thought you knew, then Cash App is how you say, keep this going. Not everyone contributes, but the ones who do, they're part of what makes this real. Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League, powered by the people who get it.
My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning, yeah.